All right, today we're going to do section 7.4, right, oops, that's supposed to say right and equation, not right and equation. So all we have to do is write an equation for this one and then solve it. First, I always like to see what I want my final answer is going to be. So let's see. A moving van rents for $29.95 a day. So what I'm going to write is I'm going to write $29.95 times that by every day, D for day. So I'm going to multiply those two numbers together. Plus, this is a huge clue right here because I know I'm going to put a adding sign between the two. 12 cents per mile, or 12 cents a mile, so I'm going to do 0 and 12 hundredths times miles is going to equal, it's going to equal our final bill number, which is $137.80. Okay, so wait a minute though. Now we have two different variables. I can't combine a D with an M. So luckily they gave us one more piece of information, which is this. He drove 150 miles. So instead of this M, I'm going to write 0 and 12 hundredths times 150 because we know he went 150 miles. So then we have to bring down the rest of our equation times the number of days plus that. Okay. So now I'm going to multiply these two together. I need to solve for D because that means how many days he drove the van. So if I do 150 times 12 hundredths, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Okay, then I'm going to move this up a little bit here. 1 times, add my 0, sorry. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 1 is 1. So I would get 1800. Bring it back two spots. Okay, so I'm going to get $18, which I don't need to put the 00 afterwards. I can just put an 18 there. Plus $29.95 times my days equals $137.80. Okay, so now I need to subtract 18 from both sides. Make sure to line up those decimal points. I'll add those zeros just to keep my place there. Okay, so 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. Bring down my decimal. 7 minus 8, we can't do it. So I'm going to have to make that a 17. So that would be 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So I'm left with $119.80 equals $29.95 times D, or times however many days it would be. So then I need to divide both sides by $29.95. Okay, now is this pretty? No. But can you do it? Yes. All right, I got to move us up again. Sorry, guys. Make sure you get this written down. Okay, so if I do $119.80 divided by $29.95, I would have to move my decimal point 2 spots. Move my decimal point 2 spots. Okay, I'm just going to erase those so because I don't like them because they look ugly. So I'll get rid of those. Okay, so I'm doing now 11,980 divided by 2,995. Okay. Well, it's not going to go into there. I'm going to have to multiply it. I'm going to choose 4 times 4. So I'd get 20. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 2 more is 38. Ooh, we're looking good so far. 4 times 9 is, again, 36, 37, 38, 39. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So what does D equal? D equals 4. So what that represents is that they were driving in the van for 4 days. Okay, so we know that they drove for 4 days and their bill was $137.80. All right, let's do a couple from the book. As you can see, these take a long time, but that's just because they're hard numbers. They're not necessarily easy numbers to work on. They're a little bit trickier. So we just have to make sure that we're giving ourselves time and we think about it. All right, so I spoke too soon. This one's going to be a little bit trickier, and I'm glad that I picked it. So, a sale price of a sweater. So this sweater costs us $48. Okay, the price is 20% less than the original price. Now remember, when we do percents, I do it per 100. So this 20% actually should be written as 20 over 100. Okay, so first my step is going to be find out what 20% of $48 is. How I find that is I multiply 48 times 20 over 100. Okay, so I could, let's get rid of some zeros here. 0 on the top, 0 on the bottom. Okay, I could divide by 2 and get 24. Divide by 2 and get 5. That looks about as far down as I can go. Oh, well, then I'm going to be multiplying by 2 again. So 24 times 2 is 48. Divided by 5. Okay, so what is 48 divided by 5? And this time it's okay to have a decimal because I'm talking money, and money has decimals. Okay, so 5 goes into 48 9 times minus 45. I'm left with 3 left over. Add up my decimal point. 5 goes into 36 times. So I saved $9.60 when I got 20% off of my total of $48. Okay, so this is how much I saved. I spent $48. So what would I have to do to figure out how much it would have cost, the original price? I would just have to add those two numbers together. So I would have $48 plus $9.60. 0.60, bring down my decimal point. 9 plus 8 is 17. 57. So my total my sweater before it was on sale cost $57.60. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here, and then I will just go through some problems in class tomorrow. So make sure that, I don't want this to be too long, and I'm not going to have any quiz questions after this. So just make sure that you kind of get a basis of it. Don't freak out when you see all the words and all the numbers. Just give it a shot. All right, thank you for watching.